So, it's been about a year and a half since I've last visited Lotus headquarters here in Hethel, then to drive the Evora 400. And on that day I concluded two things. First of all, Evora 400, best Lotus ever made. Secondly, Lotus had deliberately left some space above the Evora 400 for an even faster, track-focused, lightweight hardcore version. That's exactly what I'm going to drive today. This is the Evora Sport 410. Only 10 horsepower more powerful than the normal Evora, but of course we're at Lotus. And at Lotus they make cars faster by making them lighter, not necessarily more powerful. So it has, depending on what specification you choose, 60 to almost 80 kilograms lighter. And in addition, Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, which are basically semi-slicks for the street, and a chassis that's completely designed to work together with those super high grip tires. Of course, I'm not going to drive it on the street, even though it's mostly a street car. No, I'm going to drive it on Lotus's private track here in Hethel at the headquarters, and I'm looking forward to it. But before that, I'm going to give you a quick static tour around the car to see what has been changed. To start off with, forged wheels, 7.2 kilograms light all round, and for the rest, carbon fiber. Biggest piece, this massive rear deck lid. Of course, with the louvers, not only useful to extract heat from the engine, but also a nice reference to the Lotus Esprit from the time that James Bond drove it, of course. Titanium exhaust can be specified, costs another 5,000 pounds, but reduces weight even 10 kilograms more. Roof, carbon fiber. This front piece, carbon fiber. And if we look in the interior, big weight savings there as well, with these very nice bucket seats, saving 18 kilograms, the both of them. Of course, air conditioning is an option which you should take, because if you overheat you're slower, definitely slower than this extra speed you gain from the 8.5 kilograms you can win by ditching it, so you should have it. Alcantara all round, no rear seats, just a small place to put your helmet and such. Enough with the talking now, let's do a little drive, shall we? There we are on track in the Lotus Evora 410. A Lotus as a Lotus should be. Lightweight special, uncomplicated, manual gear shift, mid-engined, rear-wheel drive, with the ability to turn all electronic nannies off. 80 kilograms lighter than the standard Evora 400. Slightly more powerful, but of course not an issue, because Lotus isn't about adding much power. It's about balance, about lightweight, about fun to drive. And that's what it is. Slightly more difficult to drive at the limit, of course, because of the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires that come as standard. A little bit more damping, so the car feels a bit more, how should I say, a little bit more abrupt, a little bit more direct, a little bit less movement in it. Meaning that the moment traction brakes is a little bit harder to predict. Still have to take it easy when turning into a corner. Even though there are Cup 2 tires on the front, they're still only 235 wide, 285 at the back. So you're gonna get understeer if you overspeed it into the corner. Take your time, trail the brakes a bit on turn in, and immediately the car settles on its dampers, and you can just feed the power, drive on the absolute limit. Not insane speed, but enough to keep the adrenaline flowing. And then the car just dances around on the circuit. Of course, Lotus is only a private track where the car has been developed. Evora 400 wasn't. It just slides underneath you easily. This thing just searching for grip all of the time. So to break it, you have to actively do that. To regain traction again, you have to be super smooth as to not spin the car. I have a nasty tank slapper. Ooh. Direction again, almost automatically. You don't drive this car as much as you think it across the track. Just only tiny movements of the steering wheel, smooth movements with the brakes, with the gas pedal. I think I made up my mind what I want this Christmas.